to slow down and enter the portal and pass through than dodging it to cause road traffic crashes.
Just like the Dengi Junction, Obasanjo Bridge is another nightmare for the motorist. Because of the recurrence of crashes at this junction, authorities have to block some of the lanes to minimize congestion and reduce the likelihood of accident. However, experts believe change of attitude is the only viable solution to this problem.
I think the problem was from the inception when this construction was about to take place. Most importantly, a feasibility studies, I believe, was conducted. But there are certain things that were not taken into consideration. There were certain things that were supposed to be given utmost attention, which, for instance, as you can see, the roads are narrow. So, for instance, this particular one that is coming from Ibn Abi Talib, it's supposed to be blocked. Instead, motorists or those on tricycles should be using the overhead bridge than for them to be using this particular road, which is very narrow, which can cause accidents at any time.
Most of the narrow bridges that they set, there is no problem with the narrow bridges. The problem is how you can use it. It's one after the other. You go on queue. You are not supposed to overtake on a bridge. You are not supposed to overtake on the crest of the hill. You are not supposed to overtake when you are descending from the bridge. You're supposed to follow queue. You're supposed to follow the vehicle that is in front of you. Likewise, the same thing that the person that is following you. So once you obey, once the motorists obey that traffic rules and regulation, definitely there won't be any crash at those bridges.
It is expected in the few days to come, the condition will be increasingly hazy. So motorists are advised to watch their speed. Be very careful when approaching dangerous spots like this one. Traffic agencies will have to double up their effort in order to avoid unnecessary accidents. Now back to you, Fatima, in Abuja for the continuation of road matters.
That's right, Ibrahim. As a driver, be very careful when approaching junctions and dangerous spots. Know how to use the road properly and obey the road rules as you drive. Katsina State is known for good road networks. Driving around town in Katsina, you are sure of a smooth drive. However, with the good road comes indiscipline from road users. Naimatu Abdurrahman is on the road and will be our guide in the state of hospitality.
Jibia Road is the major road which links Katsina Metropolis and Jibia local government. It is also a trans-Saharan trade route for road users coming from Niger Republic. It is characterized with a heavy density of traffic, mostly in the mornings and evenings.
Most of the time, maybe in the morning time, when the students are going to schools, when it is an end of a month, or Salah break and other things, Salah celebrations, there is a lot of congestion to some ways or highways of the city.
Right now, we are having a little challenge, especially when we have a lot in Katsina. Maybe there is an occasion in Katsina. People intend to fill the road, and then there might be very difficult passage for motorists.
There is underage driving. There is no sign on the road. Some people don't even know how to drive. You will see an underage person driving anyhow. And in the morning when we are taking children to school, there is a lot of hold up. There is no anybody to attend to you, like road sign people that they used to pass. There is nobody like that in the roads.
Indiscipline of people to comply with the traffic direction and the rough driving, overspeeding inside town on our roads, which is very, very bad. That was called accident, fatal accident. Usually, if you go to hospital, you'll discover that there are a lot of casualties of people having accident on the road, just of overspeeding, not complying with the traffic rules and regulations.
Road safety, they should ensure that motorists are obeying traffic rules all the time.
And on the part of the motorists, road users, they should avoid overloading. They should also always wear their seatbelts. They should check their vehicles to make sure they are roadworthy. And on the part of the government, too, government has a huge role to play in the area of ensuring that motorists are following laid down rules and regulations.
In order to reduce this menace, the state government has decided to construct a flyover at this area to reduce the traffic jam and minimize the occurrence of accidents on such routes. Increase in population and the daily struggles in the human life has an impact on transportation. Many roads have witnessed a surge in the number of motorists plying them, which also has an effect on the free flow of traffic. I am standing here at Kofar Kaura, where the government is making an effort to decongest the traffic.
You know the kind of situation the commuters experience from time to time. Because of that bad experiences, that is why the Katsina State government, under the leadership of His Excellency Alhaji Aminu Bello Masari, decided to provide lasting solution to that menace. Because at times it even leads to a complete gridlock, thereby depriving accessibility by the commuters to the Katsina metropolis in time. So people experience wastage of time before passing through these two runabouts. That is why the Katsina State government decided to provide an interchange project at these two strategic locations. That is the Kofar Kaura runabout and Kofar Kwaya runabout, with the aim of decongesting the area, thereby providing that avenue for people to pass freely.
It is said that common sense is 20%, compliance 80%, and the rest is good luck. The sector commander of Federal Road Safety Corps Katsina sheds more light on how the road users should use the road.
Road users can help in curtailing the incessant crashes or accidents that occur on our roads by one, applying defensive driving. And defensive driving entails that consider every other motorist or road user to be a fool, to be somebody who is not in the right sense of mind. So when you know that any other person is not in the right sense of mind, only you, of course you make adequate provision to make sure you curtail the other person's excesses, and that will help. So if everybody have defensive driving in mind, then I'm sure the rate of crashes will reduce to the barest minimum. Respect the road signs, respect the speed limits. Don't drive above the maximum speed limit. There is a speed limit that is for different category of vehicles. The highest limit that no vehicle can go beyond is 100 kilometers. No vehicle is expected to go above 100. So if everybody contains the speed, I'm sure crashes as a result of speed will reduce.
Safety is not automatic. Let's all be cautious and follow the traffic rules when we use the road.
Safety is not automatic. Follow the traffic rules and use the good road properly. Now, the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, is also known to have good road networks with the right road furnitures to aid road users. However, drivers still drive as though they own the road, leading to serious accidents, as captured here.
What happened is that Mazda with ash color just come out from the back one way like this, straight with heavy speed and face the road while we are coming like this. I dodge it, so the other car can't able to dodge, and they collapse together face to face. Wow, that is what it just happened this afternoon. All of us come from our direction, direct, thinking there's no any other car. Suddenly now we just see and cross and follow one way. I even thought that they are chasing it, whether it's running for something. Later now I know that it's a mechanic. They are come out from the workshop, cross the road. Nothing happened to them, but the two cars just collapsed.
I'm coming like that. I want to just enter this NTA. So this man is coming with speed. So he's confused. I can't lie for you. So that is why he just come to my place. And then I tell him, so even though I flash him, the other speed is too much. That is why this thing happened.
Well, you were actually against the traffic. This is a one way. Why did you decide to, follow one
No, this is the place I'm going. This is place where I used to wash my car. Every day I will just follow and then
what stopped you from going round, follow the right route? It's wrong. Why did you decide to follow the wrong way?
I'm sorry for that. For what happened. No, understand. I'm not happy with what happened. I'm not happy. You see my head everywhere. Understand? Even though I not use a seat belt. In fact, I can't explain anything.
I'm actually coming from area 8. I was headed to Zaria, coming this way, and all of a sudden I just saw him coming one way. I tried to swerve, and then he was very confused. I swerved to this lane, he still followed me to this lane. The next thing I just heard was the impact.
In fact, what really matters in this place is, since the construction of this road, many accidents have been happening. I have noticed more than 10 accidents here. So I think government should try and do something so that to avoid quarrels. And if it means to block this road heading to Aegis or NTA, they should block it. That would be the best way. But by allowing a car to be entering and coming out, it will cause more accident.
This mechanic is following one way. So, and this one is going on his own way. So, he's dodging. So make this man no bad jam. So as the thing hits, he just run away from this lane. Even this week this one is almost 3 times. So we have to tell the minister to look over about the accident, because if they leave this thing like this, it may cause another serious accident again.
Everybody know that for the past 2 years now, they are opening this road. That's one way. You must know. When you follow one way, you must know. Because when you follow one way, you will look your back. When you don't see any vehicle following you from back, you have to know that this is the one way. The guy drive the Mazda is following one way. He's come from this side, and then the other man is coming on his own way. You understand? And then the two of them are on speed, right? They are on speed. But the one follow one way is the one caused the accident. My advice for people is that don't use the one way. Follow the right way. When you follow the right way, if something wants to happen, you understand, you will know how to maneuver.
It is important for all to be disciplined on the road and abide by the road rules for your safety and that of others using the road. Away from that, going north, the weather is usually hazy sometimes. Is the situation any different? Let's drive back to Kano State.
Knowing traffic rules and regulations is of great importance to individual driving on the road. The need to abide by traffic rules and regulations, especially during festivities, matters a lot, considering the mass increase in traffic movement. Therefore, Motorists driving on the road need to take extra care and precaution while driving. This could be achieved through applying traffic rules successfully, ranging from observance of road signs, avoiding overspeeding, appropriate application of brake and horn, and the use of headlights, especially during the Harmattan season.
The Harmattan season, the weather is definitely going to change, and that will likely affect motorists on the move.
The Harmattan season comes along with a lot of changes regarding the movement of vehicles on the road, and many factors constitute towards creating these problems.
Make sure that your lights are in good, perfect working condition. Make sure your brakes, they are in good condition. Make sure you always see and be seen, so that when you are on the road, you will be able to control your vehicle effectively and efficiently.
Driver should make sure the headlights are on and all signals in the car working, especially double track keto. It is very important. It is not for fashion. So the one behind you will be guided, and a driver should drive consciously, especially in the hazy weather. Up to 10 a.m., the weather is still hazy. If you are following a car that smoke is coming out of the exhaust and you don't have good light, you might end up crashing, leading to serious accident. Don't have good light, you might end up crashing.
Endeavor to avoid by these safe driving measures in order to protect your life and others. And do remember that road matters. Over to you, Fatima.
As the weather changes, so must your driving. Remember to drive accordingly for your safety. Next, we go to Abeokuta in Ogun State and join Idara on the road, where we get some tips on driving and the weather.
We are here live in Okelewo, Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital. And usually this place is always a beehive of activities. It's like a business hub here in Abeokuta, Ogun State. And we're actually looking at the weather and driving. And usually the road is going to be very, very busy. So we are looking at weather and driving this period. My name is Idara Sit Adedok, and you're welcome to Road Matters. It is no gainsaying that the weather condition can affect driving. It's usually characterized by lots of dust, hazy cloud, and poor visibility. The road tends to be very busy with lots of people trying to catch up with one thing or the other, thereby making the road prone to accidents. What are some of the safety measures that should be put in place by road users?
Safety starts from every one of us that is going to be using the road. So once you have that in your mind, you should or you will be safety conscious by doing the right thing. Okay? 2, let's plan our journey. It's key. Once you don't plan your journey, the tendency for you to misbehave on the road is always there. Traffic management by nature is dynamic. It can change. 1 minute is moving smoothly. Another minute, there's congestion, which you don't know the cause. Understand? A vehicle may break down. A tanker may fall on its side. A truck may overturn. Anything can happen. So plan your journey very well. Because if you don't plan, the tendency for you to drive recklessly and dangerously is there because you want to maneuver your way to get to your destination. So plan your journey. 3, don't overload your vehicles. Yes, overloading is one very, very unfortunate practiced by people engaging. Once you overload your vehicle, you've distorted the balance of your vehicle. When you carry more than what it should carry, there's a problem there. That is another one. Another thing I would like to say and advise people is that they should avoid drunk driving. If you drink, don't drive. If you drive, don't drink. The person that is alive will see another season. If you're going to drink at all, let it be water. Equally, let's also use and fasten our seat belts always. It's very, very key and central to safety. Because if there's any untoward situation, the seatbelt is going to save you because it's the first safety device in the vehicle. In case of an accident or a crash, no matter the level you somersault, it will going to hold you no matter what. You may just have some little bruises, but it's going to hold you down. But if you don't use the seatbelt, you'll be thrown out of the vehicle. And the windscreen may even, affect you by piercing you and all whatnot.
One of the side effects of the Harmattan period is that it not only affects the exterior of the vehicle, but also the interior, such as air filter. This therefore causes the engine to overwork and then cause an increase in fuel consumption. It has been observed that adverse weather and strong winds may increase the chances of falling debris on the road and veering across the road to avoid such debris. Also, smoke from many quarters can be dangerous to drive through because it's going to cause suddenly without warning and can be very dense.
All right, and that's the size of our package on road matters. And my name is Idares.